is a life without a goal, written goals, is dead. Wondering why I said this? Continue to follow me and watch this video to the end. I've been telling you, if you have been watching some of my videos, you will see that I've been consistently talking about the church community where I grew up in. It's really a big thing. And I've been questioning why so many teachings, dogma ruled our lives. As a child, I was being taught to avoid the world, the people that should be blessing to me. I was told to avoid them. And growing up in a house where all I hear day in, day out is just the Bible, no other stories. But everything I hear day in, day out is about the church. I was left clueless, guys. But this morning, guess what? I woke up with clarity and tears in my eyes. Here, there's no regrets, but I'm sharing my stories to anyone that grew up in that, with that mindset and in that community as well, just to let you know that you are not alone. We can start from today. Living life and hearing that Jesus is coming every day, it made me live in fear. And I did not know how to set goals. And I did not know that living life requires setting goals. And for the most part, I did well. Because while I was younger, guess what I was doing? I picked interest in writing my thoughts as I think I was between 20 and 22 when I started journaling my thoughts. I didn't know it was a good thing. It was a way of finding me. Of course, I lived with a godmother where all I did was doing chores, doing house chores. But then it was a blessing in a way because it was living with them that I started to read something other than the Bible. Because in that house, they are like professionals, a GMD and a teacher, which was completely different from my own background. Even though my parents were, my father went to college for a little bit for his diploma, and he was a director. He rose to the position of a director. But then guess what? I didn't know how to think beyond the Bible. And in living with my godmother, I learned a lot. I see so many professionals coming into their house. That opened my mind. It was then I began to think beyond the Bible. So life will take me to know what I want. Because when I was about going into college, it was a struggle for me to figure out what I want. Here's the thing. Somebody is saying, but you go to school. I did not mingle. I bottled up so many things within me. Maybe if I wasn't an introverted person, maybe I would have known. But then here is the thing. There's no regret. I'm here to tell you today that your life, your goals are yours to make. Going to church will not make the goals for you. You and I have to have a goal. It starts by finding your interest. What are you interested in? Write it down. How will this interest lead to your goal? What are the goals you have? I'm telling you, when I got into marriage, I have this list of things I want in my marriage. And at one of our wedding anniversary, I remember having a conversation with my husband, and I asked him about his goals before coming into marriage. What are the things he thinks he wants in this marriage? It was a tough question. It was then I learned that his goals wasn't clear at all. All that then he wants to get to heaven. Is that a good goal? Maybe, but it doesn't guarantee a good life. If you don't sit with yourself, the end goal is getting to heaven, right? For most of you Christians out there, for most of you apostolic faith members out there, the goal is heaven. You have a family. You are not thinking about those kids you brought to life. You are not thinking about the family, your wife, and building the life together. You are not thinking about it. All you want is the goal, the end goal is getting to heaven. A woman needs you to talk to her about the family. You are not talking. All you talk about is heaven. Etishi, life is more than that. You cry from now till tomorrow, asking God for help, but you are not designing your life. He gave us brain for a reason, so that we can tell ourselves what we want in this world. As a mother who have navigated many seasons of life, I now know that life without a solid plan, you will be stuck. Even with plans, I got plans after I got married, right? I was stuck at some point. But your plans will help you navigate through the stuck moment. Many of us want to flee from ourselves. We don't want to think. We don't want to sit down. So we are thanking God, this. I've been there. It's mind blindness. Thinking that God will come and pay the school fees when you actually need to save for the school fees of your children. Thinking that staying in the church, fasting and praying, and not making plans before you even start having the children. What are the jobs? Maybe you are like, I'm working part-time right now. Maybe I need the extra income to pay my bills. I need to go do the work. And you are there getting angry over people who are living their life, chasing their lives because they know that nobody is going to help them pay the bills. You pray from morning till dusk, expecting magic, miracle money. It might not come. No wonder so many people around me were angry. Growing up, you will see those women, those daddies, always angry. Because of what? They don't know where the next meal is going to come from. You go to church every day of the week. Food is not coming. Who are you going to get angry with? Were you taught the same way I was taught? What do you wish you knew earlier? It's never too late to start building your life. Begin with a small step today. Talk to someone. Ask questions that's on your mind. This way we shape the future of the next generation. It's not a bad thing to go to church, But it is a bad thing if you don't have your own life goals. What are your goals? You want this, you want that, you want this, you want to travel the world, you want a job that pays your bills, you want this. Then gradually work towards them. Not having a goal is living like not in the world, like not existing. I've shared with you today how I started writing those things I wish for myself, those things I desire, those things I dream of. I got them. But in this new journey, I didn't know that healing from this dogma is going to take me to my roots. So this healing from the dogma is taking me to my roots. And this is what it brought out today. And I came to share with all of you. If you are struggling with your purpose, with finding your purpose, I'm encouraging you today. Get yourself a book. I have different books. This is one. Get yourself a book. I have different books. I didn't have my big journal here. I have a big journal. All those thoughts, begin to write them down. It doesn't need to be perfect. As you navigate through, you'll be finding your interest. That's with your interest. Is your interest the violin? Is your interest cooking? Is your interest dancing? Whatever that's in your interest, write about it. How can you make money out of it? How can you build a life that you dream of? You want a life that you are able to afford anything you want. How do you get there? Life takes planning, my brother. Life takes planning, my sister. Without a plan, even a written plan, you might just struggle until your time comes. I don't want you to live like that. You and I have been blinded so much, and now we want to come out of it. And coming out of it takes written goals. Write out your goals. Look at it every day. Think about it every day. Talk to people you need to talk to. Go to meetings you need to go to, not only church. I'm not stopping you from going to church if that is your thing. But life takes planning. A life without a written goal is dead. May we not be a living corpse. Thank you for watching this video. Comment and let me read your thoughts. And together we continue to heal. Subscribe, set your notifications, share with anyone who might benefit from hearing some of these thoughts. Thank you so much. See you again later.